Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we have a delicious, simple, and easy, healthy for you meal. Today we're going to be showing you how to make our easy and low carb chicken lettuce wraps. Full of flavor, delicious, and quick to make. So stay with us. Okay, so to start with, we have a pound of ground chicken that I have browned with just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, maybe half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. Ground chicken is very lean. You see there's hardly no liquid that cooked off of it, but we're going to set it to the side and just drain it anyway because it did leave some little bits of flavor in the pan, and we're going to use this same pan to make our sauce. So over low heat, and we'll probably increase it maybe to medium here in just a little bit, we're going to start making our sauce. We add just a few components that you may not have in your cabinet, but I promise you if you get them, you'll be making this all the time. So first we're going to start out with 1/4 cup of this oyster sauce. This stuff is fantastic. It's nice and thick. It's almost like molasses in a way, but it is very rich in flavor, and that's why we did not season our chicken all that much, because of the majority of our seasoning we're going to put in right here. All right, so we added our oyster sauce to the pan. Now we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and I'm using a low sodium soy sauce, but you do you, right? We're just trying to make this a little healthier. So that's the first tablespoon, and I'm just using just a generic soy sauce. And then that's tablespoon 2. Now we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. Rice vinegar is very popular in Asian cooking. It adds a nice sweetness, and it will actually help us kind of deglaze this pan a little quicker. So we'll just mix those together over low heat. Just until we get all those little bits of goodness from that chicken off the bottom of the pan, and it just starts to bubble. Because that oyster sauce was so thick, you know, we're thinning it just a little. Okay, so now I have 1 tablespoon of fresh minced garlic, and we're going to put that in and cook it for just a minute. And then I have chopped up 2 green onions, and I have reserved a little bit. So I'm mostly putting the white stems into the sauce. The green stems we'll reserve for dressing our lettuce wraps. So we're just going to cook this for just a minute or so, just to soften that garlic and let it just release the oils, which are where all the flavor is, into the sauce. And it smells wonderful already. And the sauce is starting to thicken up. So what's happened is the liquid from that vinegar has evaporated and left us with the natural sugars from that rice vinegar. Okay, now I'm going to turn the heat off and remove it from the heat. And then over here to the side, I have 1 carrot that I have peeled and grated, and 4 radishes that I have also grated. You can slice them if you wanted a little more texture to your vegetables, but I kind of like having everything kind of uniform. So I shredded the carrots and the radishes. Now we're just going to toss that into that sauce and just let it soak up all that nice sauce. Delicious. Now I'm just going to kind of move everything around in the pan, and then I'm going to get that chicken that we cooked and put it back in and toss it with the sauce and the vegetables. You could also reserve some of that sauce if you wanted to, but I promise you, when you make it like this and you add it all together at the end, all you need is a lettuce wrap. That is all you need. So I have about 10 to 12 of these really pretty butter lettuce leaves. And to serve this, you just want to spoon it right in and just eat it like a little boat, and it's delicious. So we will be right back after it cools to give it a taste and show you the finished product, so stay tuned. Okay, we're back. We've allowed them to cool a little bit just so that I won't burn my mouth just completely off. But I just want you just to take a look how pretty these are plated up. So we've garnished them with just a little bit of those green onions. And I like to, put out a pretty board, and I'll put all my lettuce wraps here and have our plates stacked up and just get them all nice. But here it is, it stays warm. I just keep it on top of the stove. That way I can reheat it real easily if I need to, in case we're just kind of munching on this as we go. But these low carb chicken and onion lettuce wraps, they are restaurant quality. That sauce is it's like just a few simple ingredients. And you're getting at least 3 servings of vegetables here. And the carrot and the radish add texture and flavor because you have the sweetness from the carrot and you have just a little bit of peppery goodness from that radish. So if you're not a huge fan of those 2 things, I challenge you to at least try them. Okay, so I fixed me one, a big one and a little one. So we're going to try the little one just because I don't like to talk with my mouth full. So these butter lettuce leaves, like, they're gorgeous, right? When you get a head of them, like the outer leaves are all really big, and then some of the inner leaves are kind of small. So if you end up with 2 small leaves, you can just put them stem to stem and make a little boat. Put it in the palm of your hand and then scoop that serving out and then eat it just like that. So. And these also are really good in salads. So if you don't eat it all, then save those for later because they're really, really nice and light, and they have a really fresh, almost a citrusy flavor. Very nice. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Let me tell you about the oyster sauce. Okay, the oyster sauce, it doesn't taste like oysters at all. It's actually what's used to help enhance the flavor of cooked oysters. But it's smoky and it's sweet all at the same time. It's so good. So if you've never tried oyster sauce, this is a tasty way to try it out. And it doesn't take a lot. We only use that 1/4 of a cup. It adds so much flavor. And that way you're not eating all soy sauce. You get a richness and a smoky and sweetness from this and a little salty from this. And then the rice vinegar adds just a little hint of more of sweetness, kind of to offset some of that salt from the vinegar. This is easy, delicious, and healthy. And you can do this on a weeknight, or you can serve this to your family and friends at a gathering for a wonderful, wonderful, delicious, easy recipe. So if you're trying to eat better and eat fresh, then this is the way to do it. Combine those 2 things with tasty, and you've got a healthy and delicious road to follow. This recipe, like all of our others, can be found at thebutteredhome.com. We hope you'll give us a visit there. for more amazing, easy, and healthy recipes, and a spot or two of good old old-fashioned cooking. While you're there, be sure to sign up for our VIP email list. We send out weekly meal ideas, and we would love for you to be a part of that with us. Make sure that you're following us on all of our social channels. We have a really good time, and we want you to be wherever we are. You never know when I'm going to pop in and do something silly, so you don't want to miss that. If you want all of our videos in one convenient place, head over to YouTube, search for The Buttered Home, and when you find us, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. Big D has been cutting grass on this beautiful, beautiful day, and now I get to feed him. And he might complain about it being healthy, but when he tastes it, he'll change his mind, and we hope you will too. From all of us here at The Buttered Home to your home, we sure love y'all. Bye.